So okay guys, so in previous class actually we have been covered these much of topics, that is nothing but elements and so what are the semantic tags. Like you had a rough idea of what are semantic tags and we didn't do any examples on that, right? So that is nothing but actually you will be knowing like what all the things in there in the what I can tell in one of our websites. So when I do in practical manner, at that time you will be coming to know. So you just got to know what are the things that you will be using. Any doubts? Like, did anyone speak? Okay. Okay. So that was the thing that which we have been learned in the yesterday's means I think in the Friday's class. Okay. So now what we will be doing is like we'll be learning something called as tables and forms. So what are why do we need forms? Like what are the things that we will be using in the forms? Okay. And what are the attributes we will be usually using? So this one also I'll tell you again. So actually this one we have been covered, but I'll also again I'll tell you. Okay. So just I'll open my Visual Studio and I'll create a new, that is I'll be creating new index, that is index dot index one dot html. Okay. So here, over here again how to uh like create a normal structure, that is HTML, that is you should press shift plus 1. So if you press shift plus 1 you will be getting this icon, dash press enter. Okay. And then you will be getting your what I can tell, you will be getting your normal basic structure of your HTML. So here I've already told that is nothing but document.html is nothing but it is a type of document that is HTML type, and lang is one of the attribute. So again see language, this is one of the attribute that which we are mentioning it as English. So since we are using in English English language, that is mentioned as English. So if you want to use in any other language, you can also use that. So I'll remain as English only. And the next thing that is we learned is header tag, and inside the header tag we learned something as meta. So why we use meta, like so we use meta for setting some of the versions and the screen width point. Okay, so see screen width point is nothing but width is equals to device minus width. Okay, so we'll be using the width of that. So we'll be using only the width of the screen. So for that we will be have mentioned over here. Okay. And the scale. So scale is nothing but like we'll be giving how much scale that we need to use. So here the title is nothing but whatever the title that you need to mention in the browser. So I'll just open my browser and I'll show you. See here, what is the title that they have given for their page? That is nothing but that is since that is a Google Meet which I have been using, they have mentioned the title as Google Meet. So here there is which have been mentioned in the last class, that was this is our first class. So I'll also run my page, that is I'll run my live server. So now my live server title is nothing but document. Why it is document over there? Because here they have defaultly given document. So it can be changed to any other thing. So I will just change to the this is our second class. Okay. So like that you can just give, and I'll just give enter. So that is done. So Where is my site? So I'll be coming over here. See here you have got, this is my second class. So this is our second class we have got. So this is done. So what is the next thing that we'll be learning is inside the body tag. So we have already learned inside the body tag we will be writing some of the things. So first in this class, what all the things that we will be learning is something called as forms and the tables. Okay. So we'll be learning these two things, that is forms and the tables. And I'll also cover these things. Okay, so this one have just given the brief introduction of this. When we are doing nothing but what I can tell. So this forms, this thing is there, right? This last part is there, right? So this one will be covered over here only. Okay, in this form. So you don't worry about this. I'll be covering it, and I have already told about like why we will be using div tag and the span tag. Okay. And these are the some tags that just you are used for the sessioning. So whenever you are during the sessions, right, you will be doing that. So I'll cover these two things and then again I'll come back over here. Okay. So I'll just enter to the normal live project. So at that time, you will come to know what all we'll be doing. So I'll just cover these two things today. So what is the thing that we will be learning in the what I can tell input elements. So coming to the first of all form. So what is form? Anyone can explain like what is form? So why do we need form? Basically, guys. Yeah. Okay. Continue. 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 Yeah. Sure. Correct. Anyone else? Any better answer that you can give? It's okay if it is wrong also. Anyone can. So why you basically if you want to why the form word will come? Why we use forms? So as who was that? Uh, as Sharat told, that is correct. Okay. That is nothing but we use forms for collecting some of the user data and we will be storing in our database, right? So there is some difference between the div tag and the form tag. That also I'll be telling, okay? So let us first know about the form tag. So this is our empty page. I'll be creating one form tag. So I think you can see both the coding and the screen over here. Can you? Or else I should just maximize both the screens. Are you able to see both the things, right? Okay. So over here, I'll be taking my form tag. Suppose if your form tag is not closed or anything, so it will not show like what I can tell. Form it is not like or any closing tag is not there or anything is wrong, you will just get the data like this. See, I have just written form and action. At that time it is, if it is not a tag it will just display. So these are some basic mistakes that they do when we are writing the larger applications. Sometimes it won't take the automatic automatic tag sensations. So at that time you will be getting this kind of things. Okay. So at that time that is the thing like where you will be uh, missing some of the brackets or so on. So just note down that also. And inside the form tag, what all the things that we will be learning. So first thing that you will be learning is something called as so input. So before input, you need to give some of, so this is the input and text I have given. and placeholder I'll give, that is placeholder. So why we use placeholder? Placeholder we use, so whatever the name that you need to give inside this input tag. So the user should know that you need to enter some of the things. So I'll just write here, enter name. Okay, enter your name. So you will be entering your name. So whenever I just click over here, and if I start like that, the enter your name will go off. So you, the user should understand like why you have been created that one, right? So for that, what I can tell, for that, this one is for that we'll be using the placeholders. So the next thing that we'll be using before this, that is nothing but, suppose what, like there will be something called as first name, second name over here, is right? That one we'll be using label. So we need to label this input tag. So how to label this input tag? We like nothing but name. So we'll be doing like this. So this label tag is also nothing but this is. Can you anyone tell which type of tag this is? Can anyone tell which type of tag this? This is inline or block level? This is inline tag, okay? Because the block level means whenever you enter, it will just go to the next line. So it is in the same line. So it is inline element. This is not a block line element. So I think you guys have not revised properly anything. Please revise, guys, or else like you will just find difficult while you're doing your, what I can tell, by learning different concepts. Okay, just practice every day whatever it is, whatever have been taught. So today I'll be sharing the last class video and the today's class video also in the group. Okay. So and the next thing, similarly, what all the things like will be there in the forms? Anyone can tell? So whenever you're having some of the persons, whenever you're filling some of the details or some one of the form, so what all the things that you will be having? Okay, I'll take first name, second name. Just here I'll make F name. That is F name, and let this be S name, and this will be, as you said, email, and password. Okay, form like filling one of the normal school form means you don't need password. But when any other password like thing, you can use password. So I'll just take your password only, password, and confirm password. I'll take, that is nothing but I'll just copy and paste it again. I'll just write C password. Okay. So these are the basic things that you will be having. So again, sorry. Sorry guys, I by mistake have been closed it. I'll just share it again. Okay. So these were the things that was done, right? I'll rehost it or else it won't show. Okay. Done. So these are the some of the things that which we have. So that is nothing but what I can tell, first name and second name, email, password, and so on. So these are some of the things that which we have, right? And what is the next thing that I can do is I'll give some of the styles for let us this be like after giving some data for that I'll be changing it. So here also again we need to change this things. That is nothing but so what are the things that where we need to change this one? So if I want to get any names or anything, what I should do? What I should do? I need to give here in the placeholder. I should just make it as. So if this is name, I'll just make it as S. It is S name, and here this is nothing but F name. Here I'll just write email and password and what is the next thing? That is confirm password. Okay, that is C. So, so this is done. Just I'll write this as only. I'll write as confirm pass C password only. Or just a minute. Confirm password. I'll remove this enter and this one also I'll remove. So it will be looking good now. So and suppose what if I want this input tag? So I'll just open my browser and I'll minimize it. Suppose what if I want this? There is nothing but this input tag full width. So let us apply now some of the CSS. Okay. So please notice that I'll be using the inline CSS. So whenever we use the inline CSS, we need to write inside the header tag. Please note down this one. Okay. So you guys do mistake. So I'll be writing inside the header tag that is style, and over here what I'll be doing, I'll be just first taking that is form. Since I'm using only one form, I have taken the, like as form, and I'll be giving that is width is equals to, I'll write something as, yeah, no, this is internal CSS. This is internal CSS. Inline CSS you will be writing over here only inside the bracket. Did I say inline CSS or what? Did I say inline CSS? Okay. This is internal CSS. Okay. If I would have been told like inline CSS, sorry. So this is internal CSS. So over here, I'll be writing the width, that is nothing but in the pixels, and and so I'll just write it as 500 px. Okay, and height is equals to, I'll write as px, and this one I'll make it as 300 px. So see, we are actually getting like this, right? So what we need to do, I'll tell you. So anyone can tell what is the solution that I can give over here, because it is continuing, right? What will be the solution can I do? So there is one tag that is which I have already been told you. What is the thing that I can do? Anyone can? Anyone can guess and tell me? So we can cover it inside the div tag, the basic tag which we use. So whenever I cover it inside the nothing but div tag, so every time if I cover in the div tag, automatically see it is coming in the second line. So please even note down this. So div tag is nothing but it is one of the container, and it is, since it is a block line, it will just make you to write the next code in the next line. So I'm wrapping all these things inside which tag? Div tag. So any confusion over here? Guys, any confusion? See why now here this one has come like this means I have given my width as nothing but form width as 300 px, right? So it is going to the another thing, that is nothing but the different one. So you can also just try to adjust this by without giving the width. So at that time, width is equals to, I'll write as something 300 px. So what is happening? Okay, I'll make it as 500 px, and I'll just give some of the border, that is border, border. I'll give border as 2 px solid black, black. So till here it is 500 px, and I want this one as only 300 px. So till here it is. I want these things in the center. So at that time, what I'll be doing, please note down all these CSS. Display flex I'll be using, and I'll be telling that is thing but this one as 400. I'll also be using the So see, when it was down to down, we adjusted to between like down or downwards, everything like as downwards, right? But whenever I use display flex, see it has come like this. So at that time, what we need to do after using display flex, again you need to do, tell that is flex decoration column. So if I give flex decoration column, again this will come like this, or else you can also use flex flow column. Okay. And the next thing I'll be using justify content center. So see, this one has come to the center, and nothing but the next one is, I think someone has joined. Pavan, why so late? Okay. And the next thing that what we'll be doing is, where is that? Okay. So this is in this center. I need again from here to over here. So what I'll be doing, line item, sorry, line item center. Okay. So see, it has been done like this. Okay. So again, over here, if you want to align this one, the same thing. I think you have got an idea like how to align one of the box. Similarly, same thing. If you want to give some space between over here, you can just use another thing, that is for all the divs you can take, that is div, and you can, just what I can tell, you can just apply the CSS for that also. Just note on this much of the CSS, and you guys try this. You guys take one of the div and you just apply that. If you are not able to do that, I'll tell you in the tomorrow's class. Okay. So I just want you guys to do that. So just I need this form to, you should need some of the space over here. So for that you will be using something called as margin. You will be using, or margin you guys just give it as 20 px, or 10 px is more than enough. For all the divs you just give 10 px. So this one you guys should show, and just after doing that, please post it in the group. Okay, just take a screenshot of that and uh, post it. So you will be using the extra thing, that is margin, you will be using in the div tag. Okay. I think everyone will complete it, and everyone should complete that. Okay. So this is nothing but one of the thing that which you will be using with the input tag. So I think this is one of the normal input tag that basically most of the things that which we'll be using, most on every singular thing that which will be every time we'll be using these things. Okay, that is nothing but label and the input. And also we have something called as, what is that? Suppose if you want to write, what I can tell, any text or anything, or any description or anything. So at that time, what you will be doing? So in anything like as a text or anything, you will be using something called as text area. I'll just copy this, and I'll come back over here, and I'll just remove this. I'll just delete this, I mean, and I'll mention just as description, and what is the thing that I'll be giving? I'll be giving text area. Okay, so I'll be writing text over here. And one more another thing, that the important thing that I have been left is, see, here whatever the font, that is first name. Okay, I have just removed the total thing, I think so. Okay. So one more thing that which I have done the mistake, that is, so this one is okay. What is the thing that I have done is, so this one is nothing but text type you will write in the text, and this one also you will write in the text, second name also, and the email. So you email you cannot give in the email format. For that also you have another thing called as the text type is equals to, the text type matters for every input text. Okay, so the text tag matters for every input tag. So what you need to do, you need to give as email, because here and all you will be using @gmail.com, right? You will be using @email.com. So at that time, what you need to enter the email type of data over there, right? So, and the next thing, that is nothing but for password. So for password, you cannot just write it only password. You will be writing it as again something called as password, and here also the type I'll be giving it as password. Okay, and similarly, what I can tell, for every icons or male female like that, it will be right. For that also you will be having, so that one I'll tell you. So here what is the thing that I can tell, for any description or anything, again I'll be using the what I can tell, the text area. So here can I give placeholder, that is this. So any of the description or anything you need to write, I'll just write 100. What I can tell, I'll just, why this one has come to this. Why this one has opened fully. Just a minute, guys. I'll close it and open, just a minute. I'll open my Visual Studio Code again. Okay. So I'll just rerun this. I think you're understanding like why have been used this type and type email and password and all, right? So I'll just launch this. Okay. So this is nothing but whatever the placeholder is, nothing but what you need to enter over here, that one. So whenever you click and you type, that one will go off. So for example, I'll just write here description. Okay. And the same thing, I'll copy it and I'll be pasting it over here. So this is done. Again, just I'll show one example over here that using inline CSS. So this is nothing but inline CSS. I'll be telling in the CSS chapter also. Just note down this one. Okay. So in inline CSS, I can just give width is equals to 100% and height. Height I don't want. I'll just give width is equals to 100%. Okay, I'll also give height is equals to something called as 30 px, not 30. I'll not give any height for this. What I can take. I'll not give any height for this because I have text area, or else I can also give, but I need to give something called as 200 or 150 px. I'll be giving 150 px for this div. It is more, I think so. I'll be giving 100 px. Okay, so 100 is also more. I'll just give some 50 px. Okay, I have given 50 px of height, and I'll be giving display flex, line item, center, and justify content center. Okay, you have got like this. So why you have given like this means, see, because this word was there, right? This word was over down, it was not over here. Okay, so for that have been given this one. So if I just remove, that is nothing but if I remove from here to here. Okay, so if I remove this thing, so let us see what will be the output. So see, the output will be here like this. Like nothing but this word is there, right? This word is over down. But if I just give these three statements, this will be, the word will be in the center and it will be over here. Okay, so that is how we give. So for that only I have been used these three things. So I'll also be explaining once again in the CSS chapter. Okay, so I think you have understand, everyone have been understand this basic CSS. Any doubts, please clear it now only, because I'll be asking in tomorrow's class that you need to complete that assignment. Okay, any doubts on this? No, right? Okay, just I'll be continuing that. Okay, and the next thing what we need to do is, so previously if you want to have any text inside that, that is nothing but, if you want to have any of your text over here, you can just give inside this text as normally in the h1 tag and h2 tag. Okay, that is description. Inside the description you can give, or else if they want to write any, that is nothing but if the user wants to write, you can just leave it as blank and you can just write the description. Okay, I'll just refresh this, you will get the description. Why am I not getting? Okay, I'll just remove this. I don't know why I'm not getting. Let us not get confused. I'll clear that why it is not. Or else wait. I'll close this and I'll open it again. I'll just take placeholder. Okay, I don't know why it is not coming. I'll just clarify that. Okay, but previously we got right. Okay, the text area we have just given one of the text area, that is nothing but one of the description what you will get. And similarly, you have something called as like for if you're male, female, like that. Some of the things will be there, right? For that also, you will be having something called as the same thing only, but I'll just show you one of the example, that is nothing but I'll take one div and just you can mention it as type is equals to radio buttons. So if you want to get any buttons like this, you can just use radio buttons. That is nothing but I'll give label as men or women. Okay, so like that you will be using. So you understood like we'll be using like this, right? That is men's or women. So similarly, for what all we'll be using whenever you have been filled the form for checking one of the agreements or any things. So you will be using one thing called as checkbox also. So I'll be using nothing but checkbox. So this one we will be using. So we will be writing some of the conditions for that. So for that I will be taking again here I will be taking h2 tag, you imagine. I will take. So if we have been filled some any form or anything, at that time you can use. Just I'll remove this one, I don't need. I at that time you will be using that. So what is the thing that you will be using? Have you filled all the details? Okay, so if it is, so it is more bigger, so I'll just make it as f6 and here I'll make it as h6 tag. Okay, so like this it comes and I'll be wrapping this inside the. So this one I will not make it as span tag, I'll make it as span tag. Okay, span tag, and this one also I'll make it as span tag. Okay, and I'll make this inside the one div tag. So these are the things that we usually will be using inside the nothing but input tag. So in the form you will be using these many things. Okay, I think you have been understood this one. So any doubts in this? So again you will be asking, sir, I need this one in the center. So at that time you need to apply it for the its parent tag. The form tag is Form tags parent tag is nothing but body, or else you can just take here one of the session tag. So this will be our form session, right? So you can take one of the session tag. So where that is, yeah, you can copy all these things and just put it inside the session tag, and I'll be giving one of the class name. This is CSS, okay, class name, and I'll be giving one name for that. That is nothing but I'll be giving form. So over here what I'll be doing, inside my CSS I'll just go, I'll write before the forms. So over here what I'll be doing, I'll just take dot form. I'll just mention display flex, justify content, center, and align item center. So why this one has not been moved over here? Because you didn't give the width and height. Width is equals to 100%. Okay, so see, this one has been moved. Okay, and why this is, that is nothing but, okay, have just given for this one, I should give for the session. Sorry guys, I have just given this class for the form. So for that it was been taking. Now I have been given for the session, but also you need to give the height and width for that. Just I'll show you. If I just don't mention this one, okay, now you don't need to give any width over here. So see, it is coming over here. Just what is your task is nothing but note down, I need to align this properly. So for that you will be using margin. Okay, so please use margin and align this properly. Okay, you can use like what I can tell, margin or else padding. So you guys just search how to do this, so you will come to know like what all the things we have done. I will be, so for that only I am giving this task. So if I only do of everything, you will not be able to what I can tell, you will not be able to understand. So whenever I give you some work, you will be like you will learn more things. Okay, so for that I am giving this task. So just align this. Okay, I'll also, if you guys want, I'll be giving this code also today. I'll be just sharing this file also. And what is the next thing that we need to do is nothing but one of the table. So I'll just write session, I'll just create one session and nothing but table, that is class name table I'll take. And what is the next thing that we need? Session is nothing but one of the containers. So you will come to know it is meaningful word. Okay, so this is one session, that is another session, like that it will be tell, right? So we are using this session over here. For that only we will be using the session tag. So see, the as we do everything, you will come to know. So what we need, so first we will be doing this thing. So in the table thing, so this one is completely covered. Okay, so what I can tell, this one is completely covered. So I'll be telling the attributes for everything at the only ones. Okay, so you don't need to worry about this thing. These are some of the validation part, so you don't need to worry about this. So What is the next thing that we will be learning? That is nothing but tables. So in tables, actually the important thing that you need to know is you need to know the table tag, and you need to know something called as TR tag, that is table row tag, and table heading tag, and table data tag. So these are the three things that you need to know mainly, and these are nothing but whenever you want to group, that is these are nothing but group tags. Okay, so whenever you want to group these tags, okay, at that time you will be using these three. Okay, so what is the first thing that you will be learning is you will be learning about the table tag, and the TR tag, that is table row tag, and the table heading tag. So these are the things that you will be learning in this session. And we have some attributes called as call span and row span. Okay, we'll also be learning these things now. Okay, so let us just go over here and create one of the table, that is nothing but table. Have created one table tag, so inside that I'll be using tr tag. So tr tag, before that I'll just show you what I can tell. Okay, here I'll come, I'll take my output and I'll give some of the wordings over there. I'll come here. Okay, over here what I'll be doing is, before that if I want to give heading, that is table heading tag, that is this is my first table. So see, this is my first heading have been taken. So here for the table, you can just create. I just create some of the style in using the inline CSS. Okay, style is equal to width is equals to 100%. So I'll be using width is equals to 100%, and what I can tell, height is equals to 4, or I'll height, sorry, height is equals to 250 px, and width is equals to, it's done. So these things that which I have been given, and I'll be giving the border also. Border 1px solid black. You can give any color, okay, whichever you need. So it has come at 100%. I didn't give the style for here, right? So for that you have got like that. So I'll just copy this, and here I'll make it as 100%, and this one I'll make it as pixels. Okay, that is nothing but 500 px. I'll make it, since I'm giving over there, I'll make it as 500 px over here. Here I didn't close this one of the double quotes. Okay, done. So width is equals to 500 px, and I'll be using same here. So whenever you need to align the box, you need to use display flex and justify content, center, and align item center. So these are the three things that which you will be using. So 500 px is more, you are not creating more data. So what you can tell you can just make this as something 200 px. So since we are not using more data, okay. So first I have given the table heading, that is nothing but th tag, and I'll be using first is th tag, and inside the tr tag if you want to write any data, this is nothing but so table heading tag, and this is nothing but table row tag, okay. And inside the table row tag only you will be writing the data td, okay. What is the mistake we have done? Just a minute. Why it is going outside? Anything that we have missed? What is the thing that we have done wrong? That is td. Okay. See, I didn't make, as I told you, right? If you write anything wrong, it will come outside. This was not a tag, so that was a mistake which we have done. And inside that, I'll write one, and similarly data I will create. This is first, and so this will just become like a data. Why it is taking so much of space? Yeah. So similarly you will be writing the another thing inside one tr tag, you will be having the another data, okay. Like this you will be creating it. I think you have got the idea why we are using tr tag and td tag. So tr tag, you will be create whenever you create, so nothing but I'll be using, what is that, I'll make this one as 1, and some data will be given, that is, imagine this is a tag of student, and I'll be giving here as Puneet, and he is in 4th class, okay. And the second person, something called as Karthik, he is in 3rd class, and another person of 3, he is in what the name I can give, John, I'll take, he is in 5th class, okay. Similarly the 4th person, he is in, what I can tell, Tom. Okay, he is also in the third class. So okay, this is how you usually create the data. So and you can also align this, that is, see, this is not only structured, right? So for that, what I'll be doing, I'll be taking the CSS. So this is where you will learn all the CSS. Okay, please remember, that is TD. You need to assign style TD and TR tag. Okay, both the things you need to style. So coming to the TR tag, I'll just give width is equals to 10 or 20 px, and or width is equals to, here I'll make 100%, and I'll give here f1, that is flex 1. I'll be making it as, what I can do, I'll be doing here border 1 px solid, blue. So okay, see, you have just got it like this, and if I want to give the data, everything it should be, I'll just give width, I'll remove this one, I'll make it as 20 px. See, now everything is being properly aligned. Are you able to get this, what we have done? And similarly, I'll just give for table heading, that is th, I'll be giving width is equals to 100%. Why, what is the thing? 100%, why it is not taking? This is SP span. See, this tag was not correct actually. And what is the next thing we have done the mistake? I will be using inside the th tag. So why it is not taking? Okay, I'll also mention the same thing for the th tag, that is nothing but 100% only I will take. Why it is not taking, I don't know. Or else I'll mention it in the pixels, that is 100 px, and if I mention 200 px, even though it is taking like that, I'll change. Okay, sorry guys, so this one is there, right? This is only for the first one, Again, if I want to give the second thing, I'll be mentioning it again over here, and for third one I'll be mentioning over here. This is nothing but heading for the, see, I only got forgot, like here, I only forgot, this is nothing but for here, for each and every columns you will be giving the heading. Okay, sorry guys, for each and every guys everything you will be giving the heading. So first, this is nothing but number, and here I'll be mentioning it as name, and another thing that we'll be doing is, what is the thing here we'll be doing, I'll mention it as class. This is nothing but the name of the student, and this is the number. So this is how we do. So by this you just like understood what all we'll be doing, right? So another task which I'll be giving is just create one of the form. What is the thing that you will be doing? Control A. So what you need to do is, the another task that which I will be giving is, see, this is my table. That table should be in the same this green color only, and you will be creating one more thing that is inside that. So this is one table. Okay, so inside that, sorry, this is your background color, that body color will be, the session color will be green. Inside that, take one more table and make that border as something called as black. This border color as, what is the color I can give? I'll just make it as orange. I'll take as black only, I'll take, and inside that again create the tables. So you need to create the table. Okay, like this, for example, create your own timetable with all the things like first period, second period, and here one of the lunch period will come. Here one of the lunch period and one of the breakfast period will come. So prepare some of the things called as like all your, or you can create your own like daily life timetable. Okay, whatever you do. So this is your another task. So this is nothing but one of the timetable you need to prepare. So this will be your task for tomorrow. Just I'll explain what all the tags you need to use. So for this you will be using session tag. So you will be using the session tag. For this, you know, you will be using the table tag. Okay, you will be using the table tag, and for this you will be using, to get this heading over here, you will be using th tag. So you will be using th for the heading, and for another thing, that is tr tag, you will be using for column wise, that is for the row wise you will be using tr tag, and again you will be using the td tag to enter the data. That is nothing but, to enter the data, what you will be using, you will be using td tag. Okay, this is table data tag. So any confusion of creating this, guys, please let me know. You understood what you need to create, right? Any doubts? Just clarify. And you need to also give the styles. I'll be sharing this one, okay? You just give your styles also. So whenever I start style chapter, it will be very easy to understand. So I think so you have been understood this styles. This is not much complicated. Any doubts with the styles which have been used? Guys, reply. Hello. Boys, please reply. Okay. Nikhil, with you another student was there, right? Why he didn't attend? I didn't get you. Okay, okay. And any other one? Aman? Aman, any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Nisha, any doubts? Okay. Prakyat, any doubts? Sheila, any doubts? Any doubts on based on this concept which I have done? I'll just clear it off because you should not remain blank. Any doubts? Sorry, I didn't hear your voice. Okay, your voice is not horrible. Okay, I think so. You don't have any doubts. Okay. Vidya, any doubts? Hello? Okay. So if you guys have any doubts, you can just directly pin me also, and you can also drop in the what I can tell. You can also drop your doubts in the group. Okay. And just a minute, I have some information to tell you.